Hello everyone, this is Super Time Man, and welcome to the 12th episode of Coolcraft Season 4. The second part of our major construction on the server on our little island we have here. So in the last episode, we worked on our theme park. We didn't quite finish it, but we got a lot done in that theme park, including building the dueling coaster. And we also stacked up on our bookshop as well. Today's episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing up the interstate highway 100% completely. This highway here will be 100% finished. We'll also work on the train station here, the railway lines with JRD Cool, and we'll also be building an airport with JRD Cool. So why don't we hop into our to-do list for today's episode on Coolcraft Season 4. Okay, so here are our episode to-do plans. So for our first thing for to do in today's episode of part 2 of our major construction is the first thing we're going to do is to build the airport with the collaboration with JRD Cool. So JRD Cool and I have been working for the past few months on building this airport on this specific area in Coolcraft Season 4 on our island. So this airport here is going to be complete full airport with security, baggage area, even a railway system down below, and also 2 separate runways. The next thing I want to do is to finish up the interstate highway and exits. So I want to finish the entire interstate highway, get all the exits done. I'm planning to do like a few exits on the interstate highway. And yeah, the third thing I also want to do, and the final thing, is to work on the railway line to the theme park, airport, and bases. And maybe later on if we have time, we'll revisit onto the theme park for the last part of today's episode and finish this up. And reminding you, this is the second to last episode of the season before we move on to Coolcraft Season 5, which is planned to start this August. So why don't we hop into our first thing for today's episode, airport building with JRD Cool. Alrighty, so as you can see, we have our friend JRD Cool here, ready to help us build the airport. He's AFK for a second, but yeah, he'll be here shortly. We also have a lot of shulker boxes filled with a lot of materials. I mean, this goes on like for a while. What we're going to do is we're going to be building this airport here from the ground up. And here is a time lapse of me and JRD Cool building this airport from the ground up. Okay, so after insanely 2 months of building this, it's mostly complete, I'll say the least. We still don't have a few things done over here. Maybe over here, maybe over here, but that's just minor. Yeah, so we literally started this airport back in April, and we didn't finish this until June. But when JST Cool built his airport, it took him only 3 days. But anyways, that just checks off our airport building thingy we're doing. I still gotta do a couple more stuff here. I'll do that off camera. But yeah, you can take a look at it from the inside here. Looking nice. You can come through the security without trapping yourself. Anyway, that's just inconvenient. And then if you come up here, here's a second floor to the airport. And then when we come back down through this way and come through this way here, then we get access to our little train station down here, which will be later on connected to the theme park later in the episode. So let's head back to our to-do list for today's episode. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Now I'm going on deafin. Now have fun chatting with me. And wait, you're actually behind me. Wait a minute. Where are you? You're underneath me.
You're right here. He still doesn't see me.
You're... Bro, why? Alright, everyone, welcome to the 12th episode of Cool Craft, the trolling episode where JST Cool trolls me for like the entire episode. I actually hit you. Oh my god. Alright, now let's head into our house without any disturbance. You better not follow me, okay? So just to confirm he's not following me, I'm just gonna have this up for a bit while I'm showing you my next thing for today's episode. So we've completed the airport building in like 2 months, don't ask. The next thing I want to do is to finish up the interstate highway. So this interstate highway here is possibly going to be the biggest project on the server. We have to build this highway all the way from here, from this area, all the way to the airport, which still needs to be finished a tiny bit. Just a few touch-ups here and there. And we're also building another highway from here to here. So this is going to be a very big project to do under in 2 weeks. Building an entire interstate highway with probably over 20,000 black concrete blocks, a lot of wool, and a lot of glowstone. So yeah, here's a time-lapse of me finishing up this very long interstate highway. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, so as you see here, our highway is now complete. This is how much I'm going to be getting done just because the server literally ends in a week. But what I did, and with the help of JSD Cool, thank you so much JSD Cool for helping me do this entire highway project with me. It took literally only 3 days for me to build, and JSD Cool to help me on. Thank you so much JSD Cool for your help. As we built this from the airport all the way to my base over here. But yeah, that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up all this stuff here, and let's head back to the base to see what the last thing we gotta do for today's episode is. Alright, so as we come back to our base here, I noticed something else is kind of different at my base. So apparently, JSD Cool decided to install his face on random things, like one right up here. He decided to throw one up at the top of my tree farm here. And he decided to throw it one other place. Yeah, that's right here. But it's whatever. So if we head back into our house right here. So we did our airport, we finished up the highway and exits. The last thing was to work in the railway line, the theme park, airport, and bases, but that's already been pretty much mostly done by JSD Cool and JRD Cool, and they don't need my help right now for finishing this one up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to my theme park here real quick. JRD Cool worked on the blue line heading towards my theme park. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish building the station up here a little bit, and I'm going to work on the entrance here, and I'll be right back when that is complete. Alright, so here's what I was able to, come up with. I know it's very simple, but it connects this train station to the theme park. I basically just called it Welcome to the Theme Park, the Unfinished Theme Park, and 2 roller coasters. So, why don't we head back to my base and just show you around a little bit, see what's been going on. Alright, so we are now back at the base, and there's a couple things I kind of want to show you around on. The first thing is this area to enter the bolt system. So now we got a yellow line here heading to other bases like the theme park, JRD's Cool's base, and a couple other transport stations, including the airport, is all here. And yeah, and that, my friends, will wrap up the 12th episode of Cool Crafts Season 4. So thank you all for watching the 12th episode of Cool Crafts Season 4. The next episode will be the final episode of Cool Crafts Season 4 before we switch on to Cool Crafts Season 5. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!